This is Braidien
and Raen, and we're alone.
The question of the day is, name one thing you like that is actually good for you. It's not really a question, is it? It's more of like a order.
Yeah.
Name one thing.
Not what is one thing, name one thing. Well, I guess I'll start because we've got no guest. Well, recently I've gained a fondness for tomatoes. Tomatoes. I eat a lot of vegetables anyway. I really enjoy vegetables. I really enjoy uncooked vegetables. I've always liked carrots, just peeled and had the ends cut off. I've generally been pretty big on cucumbers. My consistent one is red peppers. But no, at the minute it's tomatoes. I think it's because we at Hafway, we have like 6 packs of massive tomatoes, like massive tomatoes. So I just eat them like apples while I'm here. And then I've asked my grandma and she's come home with this massive box of tomatoes now.
That is crazy.
So now I just eat tomatoes. And
I think if I eat too much of anything, I'd be sick. Like I can't eat one thing for ages.
What I will say, toothpaste, tomato and lemonade is not a good flavour combination, guys.
Toothpaste, tomato and lemonade.
I'm on a new toothpaste and the taste sticks in my mouth more. So by the time I get downstairs, the taste is gone. But I went downstairs and I had my tomatoes and I was like, oh, the taste is just going to go as I'm eating. And it did not. And then I went, oh, I'm going to have a drink to wash it down. And instead of having water, I had lemonade. It was not nice. I would not recommend it.
I feel like that's a you problem. Anyways, my thing would probably be walking. Because I walk a lot.
You do a lot of walking.
Other than that, I don't know. Oh, I really like broccoli. I'll eat broccoli.
You look
anytime.
like broccoli. Your hair looks like broccoli.
How rude.
You should dye your hair green, you could be broccoli.
No, I fear I'd get Izuku Midoriya comments.
That's a good point, actually. What else? I mean, I guess learning is good for you. I enjoy learning.
Yeah, but everybody learns.
Not everybody learns.
You learn things new naturally.
Yeah. Well, no, I like to go out of my way to learn new things. Listen, Hafway's good for you. We both do Hafway. Hafway's good for you. To be fair, Hafway teaches you things.
It does. You get lessons and stuff.
Yeah, we have good, healthy food most of the time.
Yeah.
We have the odd moment when it's Becky running the sessions that we have a moment, but...
on Sundays we do a lot of learning because they've got that... we have like a... I don't know what it's called, like a thing every Sunday
an activity
where they teach a new kind of concept. Like 2 weeks ago it was respect. Last week, I can't remember what it was.
I think it's called something. It's called like the course to life or something.
Yeah.
Officially.
Yeah, but that teaches you a lot. It teaches you a lot of things that aren't very like physical knowledge, but like kinds of like ways to like think.
Sorry, I'm trying to find out. I don't know what it's called now. I feel like I'll pull up this spreadsheet of our sessions.
Is it called Pathways to Life or something?
Yeah, something like that. But every single podcast, I search up our thing of sessions. Every single one, I swear. Yeah, it's called Passport to Life.
Oh, Passport. I thought it was Pathways.
Same thing. You got it closer than I did. So no, we learn a lot. We do a lot of things.
Water. Water's good for you. I drink a lot of water.
I do not. Admittedly, I do not. It's a good day when I have like 2 pints of water, I can't lie.
Wow.
What?
2 pints is crazy.
Yeah. Crazy in what way? Crazy in what way?
Sorry. I don't know. Just how do you not drink water?
Some of us don't carry water bottles around with us everywhere.
Sorry. No, I wake up in the morning and then I go get water.
Braidien has these like... He's got like 24 packs of water bottles just in his downstairs bathroom.
These are not mine, by the way. They're just in my house.
No, but you use them.
Yeah.
You open his fridge, there's like 4 bottles of water just sat in the fridge ready to be used. And he's got one of the ones with the ice dispenser as well.
Yeah.
You're always filling up your glasses with ice. And I'm like, no.
I've never used a glass. Not never, but...
I was going to say, you use like glasses when we're at your house.
Yeah, only when I have people over. I don't usually use glasses.
I do.
I've only ever used a mug, and that's because it was a Doctor Who mug.
I lost my straw cleaner. I'm quite upset, actually. We've got no clue where it's gone, so now I'm just, like, struggling to wash my straws until I buy a new one.
How do you wash a straw?
Well, what I've been doing is I've been running it through, like, hot water, and then I've been leaving it in my water bottle, which can, like, which it can like completely consumes it. So I've been leaving it in my water bottle with hot soapy water when I clean my water bottle. And then I leave that overnight anyway. And then I empty it out and I lay them down and I rinse them all through like 3 times. Because I've made that mistake before and I've not rinsed it through properly, and I felt really sick for like the rest of the weekend because I tasted washing up liquid every time I drank from my bottle.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was disgusting. Actually, I came to club and I felt sick because of it, and then that was Friday, and then on Sunday I was like, I figured out why I was sick. I said to Chelsea, I said, Chelsea, I figured out why I was sick, and she went, are you pregnant? And I went, no.
What a strange question to ask.
she assumed. I was like, what? Where did that come from? And she was like, well, you said guess why I was ill, and I was like, I'm not pregnant.
Why was that the first thought?
Hello. No, she caught me really off guard. We were in the kitchen as well, and I was like, oh, suddenly I don't feel sick anymore. But no, I've lost my straw cleaners. It's quite upsetting. So I need to. How do you buy more straw cleaners? They only come with straws, so I think I need to buy another packet of straws.
Yeah,
which would be helpful because then I would have 8 instead of 4.
Like, I don't need that many straws in my life.
My straws, I bought these metal straws, right? And you can see it on the packaging. They have little like grooves in them, like as if they're meant to bend, but they're metal.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, so they're just a bit of a different material, so they'll bend when I like do it. I can find there'll be something in there that I can make them bend. Nope. What is the point? What is the point of having grooves as if it's going to bend and then it doesn't and it stays straight?
Yeah, that annoys me.
There's no stylistic choice to that. It just makes it harder to clean. I should have bought like the
curvy.
Yeah. But not the plastic ones, like the ones that you can like chew on. I should have bought those instead. Because those are automatically curved, and then I could chew on them and I wouldn't die from
I feel like I'm just not invested in straws enough. I just drink from something.
I'm more likely to drink when I have straws. Also, I spill stuff on myself.
Yeah, also you have piercings, so you kind of need them sometimes.
I first got into straws when I got my lip piercings done, and I was sat in that piercing chair with Braidien, and I turned to him, and we've got club in like an hour, and I go, we need to go to Morrison's so I can pick up straws, and my piercer turns to me and he goes, yeah, that's a really good idea. And I was like, yeah, because there was blood down my mouth.
Yeah.
That was really funny.
It was also freezing cold outside as well.
No, I wasn't that cold. You were just really cold.
Sorry.
I don't know why. The only thing that was cold about me
cold.
was my lips, but that's because they were then dehydrated from getting pierced. So...
yeah.
But then I came to club with these fresh piercings, and I was like, right, well, I've got to figure out how to eat with them now. So,
we've never actually had soup at Hafway either.
No. To be fair, I feel like soup would be way too messy for Hafway.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this earlier. I was thinking I want a baked potato, and then I was like, we never have baked potatoes at Hafway, and I was like, I understand why, because it would be really hard for like mass numbers, but I think we should have it on a Thursday group.
We've had potatoes before, haven't we?
Not like baked potatoes. Oh no, we have. I'm going insane. Yes, we have. No, yes, we have. I'm going insane because we talked about this because you eat them weirdly.
Yeah.
And now you don't eat them at all. I'm going insane.
No, you're not. It's fine. You just forgot.
In my head, I was like, oh, we only have them at camp. And I was like, no, we don't. I knew
We've never had them at camp either.
No, we have them at camp.
Have we?
We ate them at camp, but we went to help out on that weekend. We have them at camp. We have them at lunchtimes.
Oh, I didn't eat them. That's why.
Yeah, I love them at camp. They're so nice at camp. Genuinely, I think I could eat 3 of the ones at camp. No hesitation. They were so nice. How do we get more sidetracked with each other than like when we're a person down?
We talk like we're talking, not like we're talking on a podcast.
Except I'm being nicer to you, and you're being nicer to me.
Okay, sorry. Right, we'll do a would you rather now. Question 1: would you rather breathe fire or breathe underwater?
I think I would rather. Well, if you breathe underwater, do you assume that you can see underwater? Oh, I guess normal people can see underwater. I can't swim. This is where I put out there. I can't swim properly. I've tried to learn many a time. I can get myself across a swimming pool and back with a lot of effort, but I can't really swim. So I'm still at a point where I can't swim without goggles because it hurts my eyes too much, and I also can't come up and down for air because no matter what I do, air always like comes into my nose and I can't breathe.
I don't know how you've done that.
Yeah, I really don't know. So I can't swim.
Oh.
So I would love to be able to breathe underwater. I think that would solve my issues. But would we assume that it would desensitize my eyes? Would I be able to see underwater?
I don't know. That's up for you to decide.
Fair enough. Also, but then breathing fire comes with its own set of problems, because if you're breathing fire, surely your body would then have to be changed to accommodate the fact that you're breathing flames.
I assume you you breathe out and it turns into fire, like it does in like a logistical way. But I don't know how that works.
Yeah, like you breathe something out that reacts with like the oxygen or the carbon in the air or something. I don't know. Science. So where's Becky when we need her?
Yeah. But it wouldn't hurt your body, I don't think.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it would be more useful. But what would the use be for breathing fire?
You could roast things automatically.
We could have s'mores whenever we wanted.
Yes,
We just
exactly.
Yeah. And you ain't cold ever again.
No, I think you'd still be cold because you're not breathing it into yourself.
No, I know, but like if we were just out, we could just start our own little campfire.
Yeah.
Can you control how much you breathe out? No, because think about it. Like if it's all the time, what if like you're in your house? My answer is breathing underwater. If I didn't make that obvious at this point. Go on.
I think breathe fire. I just think it's more useful. I never find myself in a body of water enough for that to be useful for me.
Yeah, I will say that I don't find myself in water that much, but also I need you to think about in your room, because your room's quite small as well.
Yeah.
In your room, you're just breathing out fire on all your things. What if you get like a collectible poster up on your wall and you accidentally set it on fire?
I assume you can control it.
Oh, is that okay? I didn't think that was implied.
Breathe as in like, you know when you blow air out like... Sorry, I don't know if the audience can hear that, but like you purposefully blow.
Yeah, it depends when what it is that causes it. So if we're saying it's something in your breath that reacts,
you take these so logistically. I'm pretty sure it's so simple.
No, but like it depends what causes it. No, because realistically, if someone was going to ask me this, I'd want to know the details of what I was agreeing to.
Yeah.
Because if it's something in your breath that reacts with the air that causes fire, then you're just always causing fire everywhere you go. And realistically, that fire is going to be fairly big, depending on how much of it is in your breath. So it's about, like, if you can control it. Maybe you've got, like, a mind thing, and it opens up or closes something in your throat that, like, lets it out. I don't know.
That would be good.
If you can control it, I agree with you. If you can't control it, I think it's just going to cause more harm than good.
Yeah.
You would set me on fire accidentally.
No, I don't often find myself breathing specifically near you, though.
Yeah, I know, but, like, you'd still do it. You would actually set fire to the forest while you're walking.
I don't walk in the forest
if you
anymore.
can't control it, I'm just saying.
Yeah. But I assume you would, because it would become part of you. I don't know.
So I stick with underwater, so go on.
I was going to say coughing would be a lot of issues.
Yeah.
You would just set fire to everything.
Yeah. What if you do that thing where you, like, breathe out and then you cough back in sometimes when you choke on air?
What?
I do it sometimes.
I have no idea what you're talking
Sometimes
about.
I, like, breathe in or out and I, like, choke on the air. So what if you just choke on your fire?
What the hell are you on about? What is this?
Am I having myself? I have breathing problems sometimes, if you can't tell.
Okay.
I feel like more's going to come out about me and Braidien in this episode than in all of the episodes we've recorded so far.
Yeah.
Just because I'm free to say whatever I want. Okay, should we go on to the next one?
Yeah. This one's pretty easy.
This is an easy one if you know us. Anybody that knows us, if you ask them this question, they're going to be able to answer for both of us. Would you rather be a math genius or a music genius?
I actually don't know.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm not good at math, so it would be good to be a math genius, whereas like music, I don't know.
If you assumed that you were at the same base level of both right now,
Yeah.
what would you prefer to be better at?
I really don't know, because I feel like math would help me a lot. Because I don't find myself, like, I don't know, I get confused at maths a lot. But I say musically, I'm at a good standing point.
So, Braidien's obviously a performer, so he's a lot better than me, musically speaking. Can you play any instruments, actually, I'm thinking?
I can play ukulele and a little bit of guitar. And then a little bit of piano, but no.
I'm a math person. Through and through. You ask everybody, I'm a maths person. I don't think there's anybody that knows me that doesn't know I'm a maths person. But also, I played a lot of instruments as a kid, really. So I would choose to be a math genius if I had the choice, but I did play a lot of instruments. I played banjo, ukulele, both acoustic and electric guitar, which is obviously the same kind of, drums, piano, cello. I think I did violin for a little bit, like one thing. Drums was what I stuck with. Drums is what I want to go back into. I think that's it. So I did quite a few instruments as a kid. I rotated through quite a few.
Yeah.
But I never did any of them enough for it to stick. But the same way I can't swim, the whole thing of it's like learning how to ride a bike. I can't ride a bike because I always forget. I don't have whatever it is in your head that keeps these things like as muscle memory or whatever.
Yeah.
I had moments in year 10 where I forgot how to breathe sometimes. I had a full week where I forgot how to get out of a chair properly.
Sometimes
so I
I
was just
fear
doing
for
it really
you.
weirdly.
How did these things happen?
Genuinely, I remember I was sat in maths in year 10, right? And I looked down and I'm like, how do you get out of a chair again?
You just stand up. How does one forget how to do that?
No, because I was thinking, well, you can't tuck it in from behind you. So how do you do it?
What the hell?
And then I was really confused when the lesson ended. So I did it really poorly. It didn't help that it was also like a really crowded room.
I'm not finding this nearly as funny as you guys are. I don't know. I don't understand how that happens to oneself. You just stand up. What? Dave's crying now.
See, I got that you were meant to stand up, right? Stand up. But I forgot that you were meant to move like out of the way of the chair, and I was really confused. How do you move out of the way of the chair when you get up? I'm sorry, I'm obnoxiously laughing really loud into the microphone, but
Never in my life have I ever forgotten how to get out of a chair. That is crazy. Surely not in high school as well. You do that every single day of your life.
15 years old couldn't get out.
See, I'm more of a word person. I forget words very often.
I forget words as well sometimes. Sorry, I've not told anybody that in a long time. I forgot how funny that story was. Sorry, we can get back to it in a second. You're gonna have to cut a lot of that out because of my obnoxiously loud laughing.
I was obviously not as amused, sorry.
So yeah, I'd rather be a math genius.
I don't know, once you're a genius, you can't really get any better at something. So I think I'd be a maths genius. So then I could maybe learn more about music, I guess.
Yeah, I see that. But in my point, I think a genius is somebody who's incredibly intelligent, but but you don't know everything there is to know. You're not,
Yeah, I guess.
whatever the word is for all-knowing.
Yeah.
Omni something.
I don't know.
Oh, no. So I would think if I would pick a maths genius and then I would dedicate my life to research. Because that's my thing anyway, I want to do research. Well, I want to do computing. If my absolute dream, if I could do anything with my future. So we talked about this. We talked about what would your dream job be the other day, I think on Thursday. And I gave a few answers. But my absolute, my what I want to do that I think will actually maybe fit into my career path is I want to do medical research and medical analysis within data analysis. So everybody asks, what are you going to do? And I want to go into data analysis. If I could pick like a specific field of it, I guess I would go into medical research and like looking at medical patterns and stuff. But that's because I also, part of me wanted to be a doctor. So
Yeah. If I could, I think I would be a maths genius so that I could still learn, like, because I wouldn't want to know everything about instruments. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But, like, I'd still want to be able to evolve in, like, other stuff, I guess.
math and music interlink a lot more than people realise.
Yeah.
One of my favourite things I think was actually pretty common knowledge, but I didn't know it until like this time last year, was about how noise cancelling headphones work. Because once I found out, I really loved this. Do you know how that works?
I probably do, but you can explain it.
Yeah. So I know Dave knows because I've told him this and he's gone, yeah. So basically they pick up on the sound waves coming in and they like, essentially it flips them and sends them back out so they cancel each other out. And in my head, that's maths. I don't care if it actually is, but in my head, that's maths.
Physics, mate.
I don't care. To me, that's maths.
Okay.
But that's because physics is maths to me.
Everything's kind of mathematical.
Everything is maths.
Yeah.
I will always argue everything in life is maths.
Yeah.
Even when people are like, yeah, but I don't use it. Yeah, but I don't look at the maths behind things. I don't care. It's still maths.
In that way, all things are also kind of like physics as well.
Oh, yeah. Everything around us is physics.
Yeah.
Most things around us are biology. Most things are chemistry. The STEM is the foundation of everything that we live on.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there would be no point in living if we didn't have the creative subjects.
Did you know most headphones have weights in them as well? Which is crazy to me, because, like, why would you add that? It's to make people feel like they're more expensive or safer or something. And I'm just like, no, I just want my headphones to not be heavy. Why would you do that?
Yeah, I guess it keeps them more stable on you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to know the studies around that. Sorry, that just came into my mind when you talk about headphones.
I just say everything that comes into my mind. Please don't apologise.
I don't do that.
How many things have we talked about that's just whatever comes into my head?
I will never do that in my life.
I do it all the time. It's why I never shut up. I just say everything that comes to my head.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, well, at least I'm self-aware. At least I enjoy talking to my friends.
Wow, I don't.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, would you rather have a calm morning and a chaotic evening, or a chaotic morning and a calm evening?
I would choose to have a chaotic evening and a calm morning. But because I class chaotic as, like, if I was to go out to, like, a club, that could be quite chaotic. I would class that as, like, quite a chill morning, and then I have a nice afternoon getting ready with my friends, and then we go out and we do things outside.
Yeah. I guess it depends on if chaotic is good or bad. Because it can be, like, you can have a good chaotic where everything is just happening, or you can have a bad chaotic where, like,
you don't have either, because you don't have mornings, because you wake up at, like, 2 p.m. every day.
Yeah. Except on a Saturday when I have to wake up at 8 a.m, 7 a.m. even.
For a thing that you chose to do, that you get paid for doing.
Yeah. Still means I wake up.
No, but I also feel like if I have a chaotic morning, it ruins my whole day. Our official session has started, so you might hear noise in the background.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I like either. Because, like, in the morning, if I'm, like, getting ready... Wait, sorry, what was your answer? I just didn't pay attention.
Chaotic evening.
I feel like I have a chaotic morning, then, like, I don't know. I feel like once I've had the chaotic morning, I feel like I've gotten myself together, and then I've, like, woken up properly.
What I will say is, if you have a chaotic morning, you feel quite productive throughout the rest of the day, because you felt like you've done so much that morning.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I'd feel quite put together, and then for a calm evening, it would just kind of, like, it would like prove to have, like, a good day.
Yeah, I think it just depends on what kind of chaotic. If it was, like, every day you had to have one of the, like, if it was every day you had to have this, like, every day you had to have a chaotic one of them, and whatever you chose is what you had to have every day, I would choose evening. Absolutely. But the thing is, just because in the morning there's such a good chance that it, like, completely overstimulates you for the rest of the day, and then the rest of the day is just, like, impossible to do. Like, if I have a bad morning and I have to go to college, I'm done. Yeah. I'm not doing it.
It really depends on what type of chaotic. But if I feel like I have a chaotic morning and a calm afternoon, I'd feel like I've had a good day. But if I had a calm morning and a chaotic afternoon, I'd feel like I've had a bad day. Like, no matter how chaotic it was, or if the chaotic was good or bad.
Right, for our training section, obviously we normally ask all of our guests what of the new sessions are their favourite, and, like, talking about them. So we've probably answered our favourites previously just because it's come up in conversation.
Yeah.
But I think we should still reiterate it again.
I don't think I've ever chosen.
Really? Braidien, make a choice. If you could only go to one session in a week, what would it be?
I have no idea.
Fair enough.
I think I've said, like, either Thursday or a Friday. But I don't know. It depends on my mood. I change decisions every single day. If you ask me my favourite food today, it will be different tomorrow.
Yeah.
So today I'd probably say the Sunday sessions, just because I'm here. But if you ask me another day, I'll probably say the Thursday ones.
See, mine would be the same. It would either be the Thursday sessions or the Sunday sessions, but I don't know if I would do the earlier or the later Thursday.
Yeah. I
think at the minute I would choose the later one, because the earlier one's getting busier, and I like the chillness of the later one. So
yeah, and we do more on the Thursday evening sessions. Like, we go out, we have activities, and also you get closer with people when there's less people.
Yeah. You can't really say that because you don't come to the earlier ones.
Yeah, but I used to, so I know what it's like.
It's different now. That is something I will say. We do more activities now. We have a general theme. We've been doing painting a lot. We made clay. We made, like, clay things, and then we painted them the next week. I mean, by we, I mean I sat there and watched, because I was not doing that. And then last week we coloured in, like, things of wood that are going to get turned into coasters and then sold for our Christmas fair, I believe. Oh, we've got an afternoon tea, guys. I have an afternoon tea date.
When? Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I did the group
that's our
chat.
news. Wait, that's our news. Wait, what was that?
Put that on hot goss. Yeah.
Dave, can you, like, if we talk about it now, can you put it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I was forced into a game night down at the community centre. And I was being asked. So I was like, have you guys got an afternoon tea at Hafway? Because I was the Hafway representative, because Becky had ditched us, so I was the Hafway representative, apparently. And I was like, I presume so. I've actually got no idea. So yes, I got given a date. I believe it was the 6th.
Can you say this?
December.
Is it allowed?
Yeah, because Moira's
Oh, okay.
telling people. So let me check.
Oh, I remember.
Yes, the
Yeah.
6th of December, we have an afternoon tea.
Nice.
I could not tell you the times. Usually I think we go from 11 till 3:30.
Yeah, I think so.
I think is our usual.
Depends how many people, I think.
Yeah. We always have like 3 slots. So get your places for the Hafway afternoon tea. If you come from the podcast, you don't get anything, but you
let
get
us know.
Yeah, you get to go. I heard it from the podcast, and
And then
like
we'll just like you a little bit more.
yeah, we'll make sure you get. We'll try and see that you don't get the broken up cheese sticks. The cheese twirls.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, we put cheese twirls on.
Oh
And
yeah.
then they break, so some people have to get broken ones.
No, we won't do that because we don't have favourites.
No, if you go on from the podcast, we will try. We will try. I actually have no. I actually do not let myself be part of making of the cake stands anymore.
I love doing that.
No, the
It's
same
my
way that I
favourite
do not
activity.
carry the cake stands anymore, because there was one year where I dropped like 3 as I was carrying them. So I do no longer do
That
that.
is actually my favourite activity to do. I love like the little. Oh, you put them in like and you put them on like opposite sides, and you have to like decorate. You have to make it look perfect. I actually love doing that. I did not like cleaning them though.
No, I don't like building them because I've done it for so many years. But I will take them down because I've not done it so much.
I like taking them down as well. Like unscrewing them is fun.
Yeah. We've got on Saturday. No, afternoon tea, 6th of December. Get your place. You get no special privileges for being from the podcast, but we'll be like, yo, we appreciate you.
We will not say yo.
We will not say yo.
That was really encouraging.
I will say yo.
No way.
Okay,
What were we talking about?
we're on to our interview section this time.
Oh yeah.
So,
How did you get involved with Hafway, Rain?
So, we're both going to talk on this.
All those years
But-
ago.
But I feel like mine's going to be a little bit longer of an explanation. So, Braidien, do
Yeah.
you want to go first? Just to get it out of the way.
No.
No,
Why would
do
I
you
go
want me to go
first?
first? I was thinking
Yeah.
just because yours was shorter, so.
No, but like yours is like I don't know. Just
Mine
go
leads
first.
into yours, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so. For years and years and years, my grandmother has been volunteering at the community centre on the other side of the church. So if you don't know us, we have a community centre, and then we have a church, and then we have our parish centre. It's still the parish centre, even though it's just the Hafway building now. Both buildings owned by the church. Anyway, so God knows how many years ago now, the community centre got redone, which was before I joined Hafway, and then obviously ours has just been redone. So years and years and years ago, my grandma started volunteering down at the community centre, in which case they were all groups were using both buildings at that point. I don't know if Hafway was using both, but I know they were definitely parish centre. This is going to go into a whole history of Hafway over the past
It's fine.
6 years.
Historical influence.
Yeah, exactly. Historical influencers. No, not exactly. What?
You are. You know.
me?
But like no, but it's the history of
Yeah,
Hafway.
the history of Hafway. The recent history of Hafway.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm 17, almost 18, and I came into Hafway in the October half term of my year 7. So soon enough, so honestly now, pretty much, will be my, 6th anniversary of being at Hafway.
Oh, anniversary.
It's
That's
my
crazy.
anniversary of being at Hafway, guys. I think it will actually be like, it's Friday, will have technically been like my official thing.
Wow.
Or somewhere around here, because I know it was during the October half term, because I had some stuff going on, and my grandma was like, just go down to Hafway. Just let me take you down to this youth group in the community centre. I was like, okay. So they'd been redone a few years back. So community centre had been redone, and I was year 7. I was long haired, and I was
Whoa.
not bright eyed. But I was socially anxious and not ready for this. But I came, and you look.
You said social anxious, and Dave was like, "Whoa, what? No, never."
No, I joined, and I was the awkward little 11-year-old. I was very weird. I was very strange.
We know.
Thanks. I haven't changed that much. No, I came. And I joined, and now those people that were older than me, and everybody felt really old compared to me. So there's more people now who have joined after me than who was there before me. But when I joined, everybody felt really old. I'm gonna be real. So there was nobody or at least there was nobody permanent that I remember that was in my year when I joined, like my school year. The closest I had was Zane was the year above me. Obviously, he was in your year.
Yeah.
And I believe he was there. And then there was Eli and Adam. And this is actually a funny one. So me and Adam found out years later that our first sessions were each other's first sessions. So we had the same first session at Hafway, and we both assumed that we'd both been there for a while. So we had no idea that we were both just
so
there.
Cute.
So no, we found that out years later, and we were both like, what? So yeah. So I began just coming on the Sunday sessions, and then I slowly kind of integrated in, and I was here. This was before the Thursday sessions were a big thing. So kind of all we had there was the Monday Brownlow sessions, which I didn't know about till a while after. And then there was the Friday after school, the Friday later session, and then the Sunday later session. So no, I came to Hafway. I found out about Hafway through my grandmother. And then I kind of slowly integrated more into Hafway, and I got me used to it. And I've said this a million times, and I'll say it a million times more. Hafway saved me. Hafway was the thing that got me through high school. So I have grown I don't want to say I've grown with Hafway, because Hafway was the thing such long before me. But I was with Hafway pre-COVID, just about.
Wow.
I didn't get a camp before COVID. So I've missed out on a few camp years that I could have had because I had to wait until after COVID. I think it was only 1 or 2 though. So, no, I had my first years, and then we moved here a few years after COVID. And then obviously we moved back while this building was being redone, and now we're back here. So it's crazy for me to think back and think that there was a point where this building hadn't been redone, and more importantly, the Hafway wasn't in this building to me. That feels weird to me now. Because the thing is, because my grandmother volunteered for so long, I grew up in these buildings. I grew up in the pre-renovation version of these buildings, and this is one that I know. So Hafway, we have a little thing where we have a little slideshow when we send some of our people off to university.
Yeah.
And I've been saying this for years, and I'm very disappointed if it doesn't happen. There is a photo of me volunteering at a litter pick with Hafway when I am 6. And this photo, it has been on do you know the big poster board things that take up a full wall?
Yeah.
And the thin ones? Yeah. It's been on one of those. A photo of little 6-year-old Rain. I think I was 6. I'm pretty sure I was singing before then, but that's the earliest memory I have of being involved with Hafway whatsoever. So no, I've grown up in these buildings. And that was quite a nice one for me, because that kind of bridged the gap when I first joined, that I wasn't completely new to what was going on. People with the other communities, the other groups that work within the buildings, High Hopes for Halliwell and Hollywood Friending Service, they know me. People know me. People know my grandma. People know me. No, I've grown up in these buildings. I did bingo in this building before it was redone, before Hafway was in here as well.
Yeah.
I remember that. I found that quite fond. I quite enjoyed those days. I've been a volunteer through and through before I was Hafway. So no, but now Hafway is what people know me as. I think when I go to the HHH events, the HBS events even, it's oh yeah, no, there's my grandma, but there's also, I'm kind of, like I said earlier, I'm a kind of a Hafway rep, in the sense that when people, I'll be oh yeah, no, I go to Hafway, and I'll get the questions, and I'll be oh yeah, no, the building's great, I'll talk about the building, I'll talk about us, I'll talk about our sessions, I talk to some of the older people that go to those sessions, and I tell them what's going on, because I know that a few of them have grandchildren that come here, I believe. So that it's nice for them to know kind of what's going on, or ones that maybe want to send their grandkids here, it's nice for them to know what's going on. So I like to think I'm a nice bridge. I like to think. That was a very long-winded explanation, but no, been involved with Hafway for as long as I can remember. But no, that photo of little 6-year-old Rain will be going in my university slideshow. I can feel it. I know it in my bones. Which is going to be really fun for me. If it's not there, I will actually be disappointed. I won't ever admit it besides this podcast, but if it's not there, I will be disappointed.
Well, they all know now.
Because I'm expecting it to be in there. So yeah. Braidien?
Well, I obviously came very, very, very later than that. Like, end of high school. Not end of high school, but, like, I actually don't know what year. Was it year 10?
I want to say year 10 for you.
Yeah, probably. But I had a lovely, lovely little afternoon hanging out with Rain, and it was coming into an end. And they were like, oh, I'm actually just on the way to Hafway. And I was like, what's Hafway? And they're like, oh, it's like this youth group that I go to. And I was like, what? This was
pre-Braidien going to every single youth group in existence.
No, I'd been to a lot of youth groups before Hafway. Okay. No, I had like 4 different youth groups before Hafway. But, yeah, they said there was a Christian youth group. And at first I was like, doesn't sound like me. But then I went because I was like, okay, I'm bored. Got nothing to do. And then I went and I was like, oh my God, this is so fun. And then I went again. And then I went again. And then I just never stopped coming.
Yeah. No, I remember I invited Braidien once and he never left.
You invited me twice, actually.
I invited Braidien a few times and then he just attached himself. He was just here.
Yeah.
I've had a few friends that have come to Hafway, like throughout the years, that have come in and out a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, you've stuck. And you're now someone, sometimes I forget that I brought you to Hafway. I occasionally forget that me and Braidien met in high school. I genuinely do. I forget we met in high school and we're not just halfway friends. I really do.
Which was quite strange because we were in different years and we didn't have any overlapping like subjects. We just had like one friend that connected us.
So we spoke once and it was me complimenting him, and then I became friends with someone he was friends with.
Well, I only came to the Thursday sessions for a long time, like about a year. And then I think once you talked about camp, and then it sounded like a big thing, and I was like, oh,
camp was
I think I'd be overwhelmed. At the stage I was in high school at that point, I think I'd be overwhelmed. The year after that, Rain was like, you should come to camp this year. I think you'd actually like it. Because I think I grew a lot more confident.
Which you did.
In that year at Hafway.
I was right.
Yeah.
I was right. You loved camp.
Yeah, but I think the year before I definitely wouldn't have.
Oh God, yeah.
But after coming for a long time, I was like, yeah, okay. And then I did, and it was fun. And then I met Zane, who I knew before then because he was in my classes in high school.
See, we talked about this before.
And then I saw
Zane
him,
and Braidien all went to the same high school.
Yeah, and then I saw him and I was like, since when did Zane go here? What the hell? I've said what the hell a lot this podcast. I don't know why. I don't think I knew anyone else. I'd never seen Adam before, or I knew of him, but I've never seen him before. I think. No, wait, I had seen him. He came to something. No, yeah, I think so. But yeah, and then after that, I started slowly coming to the Friday sessions, although I just stayed in the kitchen or something.
Yeah, you chilled with me.
Yeah, but then slowly I started becoming friends with everyone else, because obviously I met most people at camp. So then I saw them at the Friday sessions and I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing here.
But now, because of how things have gone, I would argue that Braidien is more outwards at club than I am. Because of how things have progressed, because I still like to chill in the kitchen and spend time in the kitchen because club is my safe space. It's not my quiet place anymore, as I'm sure people can hear. But it's still my safe space, so I still prefer to be in the kitchen with a bit of a smaller, like, still have that bit of a barrier.
Yeah, whereas I only do that if I'm having, like, I don't know, if I'm having a bad day, I'll stay in the kitchen. But most times I like to be everywhere else, because that's where, like, most people are. I
think the only time I'm not just in the kitchen is the later Thursday sessions and sometimes the earlier ones. I tend to be in the kitchen most of the times.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, so I indoctrinated feels like the wrong word, but I indoctrinated Braidien and Hafway.
You influenced me. No, I don't know. There's not a word for it.
Indoctrinated is the right word, it just feels like a very intense word.
No, because it's like forced, isn't it?
No, I think it's just introduced.
Okay, introduced then.
What's the word for when you, like, become like a brownie or like...
What?
A rainbow or something. When you have someone join something and you do like an oath and stuff.
I don't know.
Oh well. No, I got told by one of our friends once that I was a walking, like, Hafway ad because I talked about it so much, like in year, like, 9 or whatever, which is why I wasn't surprised when you did eventually come. No, I talked about Hafway a lot. I still do, to be fair. Everybody in my life knows generally, oh, I have a youth group. Oh, I go quite a bit.
Yeah.
Even if I don't go as much as I used to, because college is awful.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
What's your favourite sport to play or game to play at Hafway?
I do not play sports. I do not enjoy sports. The only sports I think Hafway's ever got me to play has been rounders, and I almost, very much damaged a leader. And I quite enjoy telling this story. So we were at girls group on an early Thursday. And we'd been playing rounders out on the field. This was a few years ago now, and we had a Bolton Wanderers staff member with us, and she was called Poppy. We love Poppy. Every member after her we've called replacement Poppy. So
That's so rude.
yeah. So they'd finally gotten me to bat, and she was bowling. And I'm not a great shot, okay? I'm not a great aim. I'm also very aggressive. When I play sports and stuff, my theory, my goal is just hit it as hard as you can and hope something works, which to be fair works quite a bit of the time around us. So I'm here with my bat in hand. I'm doing actions, people just can't see it. I'm out here, bat in hand, right? I swing it so hard, right? I swing it so hard that I hit myself in the chest, but more importantly, the ball goes flying straight at Poppy's head. She has to duck out of the way. So now this is the story we tell people when we talk about how Rain doesn't play sports.
You tell that story.
Becky tells that story as well.
Okay, yeah.
Becky likes to tell that story. Alicia likes that story, I believe. So, no, I don't do sports, but if I am, it's rounders. And then I don't think I have a favourite game at Hafway, actually, because I play a lot. I think if I could only play one game for a whole session, it would be Skyjo. We know your favourite game.
No, you don't actually.
Go on then.
Guess it.
Is it not Monopoly Deal?
No, not anymore. I changed my favourite game.
Oh yeah, you changed it, didn't you? Go on.
It was something else before Monopoly Deal, you know.
Taco Cat?
No, it was. But I liked Trash a lot. And then it was Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza, which if you don't know, you don't know. But you should get to know.
Look it up, it's a good game.
And then it was Monopoly Deal. And then it was Skyjo. And now it's Grab the Mic.
Oh yeah, I could have guessed that. Grab the Mic is a good one.
Yep.
Okay, what's your favourite sport? Because you totally play sports at Hafway.
I don't know. I like to say football because I used to enjoy football, but I've never actually played football.
Please don't play football here.
No, I would never dream of it. Actually, I have, but not like a proper thing.
People really enjoy playing football here, but it's just definitely not my type of thing here. I don't think it's yours.
People like to really...
People are very passionate about how they play football here.
Yeah.
And we don't quite take our
I feel like
sports
you can
seriously.
hear it in the background.
Yeah.
But no, probably dodgeball.
Yeah.
I think I've always played dodgeball. I played dodgeball a lot in high school as well.
Okay. So yeah, I talked about this a bit earlier. Would you ever consider being a leader / what career path are you looking at? Again, we've answered this before with Maddie's, I think. But go on.
I don't know. I think I'd never become a leader. But I might be a volunteer. I definitely stay volunteering, but never become a leader.
Yeah.
And then, well, I'm looking at going into like art. I don't think that's much to do with Hafway, although I've done things art related for Hafway.
No, I wouldn't be a leader. I think I would go insane. I think I would cause more issues than I would help, to be honest. I'm good with the kids like me. I'm good with the kids that are a little bit awkward. Need a little bit of attention, but I'm not good with other kids. No. So I would not, but I would happily volunteer and help out if they needed it. I talked about this earlier. I'm going into data analysis. I considered going into AI, but I decided don't want to deal with that absolute train wreck at the minute.
Yeah.
So I'd rather go into data analysis. Besides, I like maths anyway. I'd like actually data analysis. I like analysing data.
Do you think if we had an Hafway app, you would ever consider like working on it?
You want me to work on it? I think that's what Dave's for, mate.
I know, but like you could still like help programming.
Dave, do you want to make a Hafway app with me?
If it was a thing, I think you'd be good helping out with it. But I was going to say something I forgot. I think a lot of people have said to me that I'd be a good leader, and immediately I've been like, no,
it's not an option. Because you're chill.
Yeah, no. Also, I fear I just wouldn't talk to people. I'm not good with new people. I would wait for them to talk to me, which is not what you do as a leader. So no.
No. So, there you go.
This is Braidien
and Raen,
and this has been
the Hafway Headquarters podcast. no Braidians were harmed in the making of this episode.